Hello, a very warm welcome to this video. So this video is just going to be explaining a common misconception really, even among Christians concerning their God, Yahweh. So I would like to point out a slightly hypocritical kind of nature of God if we're going to look at the whole kind of context of religious scriptures. And this is that although in the Old Testament God apparently says that one should worship only God and God alone, and by this the God that is meant is Yahweh, so the Judeo-Christian God. Actually Yahweh used to be one of a pantheon. It was one of the Canaanite gods, and this Canaanite god was probably a storm god, although there is some debate, but Yahweh was a minor god, and actually the kind of Canaanites, well, people in the Canaanite city who worshipped Yahweh also worshipped this kind of supreme god called El. And this kind of structure where you have lots of gods that are worshipping, well, lots of gods that are almost serving like one central entity, it is called henotheism. And we see henotheism in the kind of Canaanite culture where the idea of Yahweh developed. And henotheism is very different to the kind of monotheism Christians generally preach that God actually wants. So it's important to be aware of that kind of fallacy almost, because a lot of people think that Yahweh initially started as a kind of Jewish belief system, and that the way he's described through the Bible is the beginning of kind of our understanding of Yahweh. But actually turns out Yahweh was, already known but as part of a pantheon, which kind of indicates we perhaps shouldn't, indicates that kind of people shouldn't just accept that they should just worship Yahweh, given that his origins is in a polytheistic setting. Also, as well as the interesting kind of existence of kind of the kind of Yahweh in the kind of Canaanite peoples, the kind of word to inspire the idea of Lucifer actually also kind of goes all the way back to at least Canaanite times, because when they looked at an ancient Bronze Age site, with the Bronze Age being between 3500 and 1200 BCE, when they looked at this kind of site, this very, very old site, they found a tablet with a few divine names listed, and one of the names, which is written in Ugaritic, which is a language which I talked a bit about in my previous video. But anyway, using this language, one name that was wrote on this very old tablet was Nurgur. And what this kind of translates to, well, you have to kind of break it up a bit. So Nur means brightness, and so it was referring to a particularly bright planet, which was known to the Canaanite people, and this planet is Venus. In Hebrew, the word is Nongar, but it's the same thing really. Sur means to revel, and therefore we have essentially a bright, almost foreign thing. I mean, when it's used in the Bible, it's referring to a kind of king of the Babylonians, but this name in this context just seems to be referring to some kind of great, bright kind of god they might worship the planets as God, or as gods kind of watching over the earth. But anyway, this being very right from its foundations was to do with a rebellion. But rebellion in a very positive kind of sense, in a very kind of a glorified way. Also within the Bible we see similar names for kind of Lucifer, but in this case, when we're dealing with the Bible, the names tend to be written in Hebrew. So we have words like Halal Ban Sahar, which means the shining one, or else the morning star. And I just wanted to kind of make this video, although it has been rather brief, at least this part of it. There will be some kind of meditation music on the next slide. But the reason I thought would be good to make this video is just to illustrate how far back the ideas of Yahweh and Lucifer go, and the fact that religion and views about them are constantly morphing and evolving, and also to encourage you to question Christians when they say that their Bible says to worship one God and one God only, and that God is Yahweh. Perhaps to bring up the fact that Yahweh was initially a part of a polytheistic worldview. So I thought that this was important to share, and now what I'm going to do is just play a bit of meditation music, and I hope that you'll find that enjoyable, relaxing. If you would like to do some satanic meditation, it might be good to do it then. But anyway, I thought this was an important kind of topic to bring up. And if you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. And thank you very much for watching.